Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. My purpose here, my mission here, is to get a message to human beings everywhere. The message that I want you to know of is this, is that your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations that you so diligently seek, you pray for, and you want, they were designed for you from the beginning, and they have been given to you from the beginning. You do not experience them because you've been deceived to believe that another way other than the way of creation is better for you. In reality, what has happened is that those who champion that vein of thought are saying that there's something that's better for them, and they want to play God. And they've taken the resources that only God had anything to do with the creation thereof, and they've claimed it as their own. They set up systems around that which they have claimed as their own, and designed it as the way of conduct for human beings living under that regime, under that authority, under those rules and regulations that have been designed. And they fall under the basic headings of capitalism, socialism, communism, and dictatorships, and perhaps others, theocracies, whatever. They're all designed to take man's eye off man's God. Every man's God. Not my God, and you guys flip over and join my God. If my God is your God, right on. But don't be coming over here because my God is so wonderful. You better seek him out and find your God for yourselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, my mission is out here telling the people everywhere. You want peace, you want prosperity, you want joy in life, you got to come over and do it God's way. God's way is very simple. It is that you have to acknowledge that all things do belong to God. You can't claim them as yours. But now God has given you, each of you, a role to play in the creation of goods and services that you, the people, have determined that you desire, want, or need. And those things that you create amongst yourselves belong to you all. You all. You all created it. And it belongs to you all. For you all. To you all. And the minerals of the earth, the resources that God has given, He's given it to you all. To use for you all. But now that's not the way that the system works. The system says, no. Can't do it that way. If we just say that we are better and we deserve more and all of that good stuff, then in order for that to happen, in truth though, they gotta take from the others. And so you get poverty that's created. You got people losing out on everything. They got to have a system that you can measure these things. See, in doing it the heavenly way, everybody participates and everybody owns. So nobody's without anything that they need, that they want, or that they desire. No one is. Over on the other side is altogether different. So I'm asking the people to try God. You want the peace, try God. You can't get it. Your systems of government cannot produce it. Now, if I'm saying these things, let me say it specifically to democratic capitalism, whatever you want to call Americanism. This system was set up by human beings who had very, very good intentions. And regardless of how wonderful and how good their intentions were, they were still no less human beings with all the flaws and all the problems that human beings have. They came together to do a good, to do something that was beneficial for all times to come. Very good motive, fine motive. So they came together with all of their still individual flaws, and they mixed it as best they possibly could. But all of their flaws were still there. And just to get around a long conversation, all I have to do is say, look at where we're at today. Look at where we're at today. One of the most wonderful things that happened with Donald Trump becoming president of the United States, to stand up before the world, and the world sees how crooked he is. They see what a liar he is. They see how despicable he is. The whole world sees this. And so the United States, being exposed as a nation that has evolved or devolved, whatever you want to call it, to this point. But whatever they see out of it, this is what we see out of it. An opportunity for you to really see it for what it is. And you know it's not what you want. And you don't have to take it, because there is another choice. That choice is God. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to talk religion. I don't give a stink about religion. I don't give a stink about beliefs, because I know beliefs without works are dead. And when you put your butt to work, the answers are going to stand you in your face. You can see it. You don't have to go on echoes. You can see it. And when you see it, you walk out of belief to knowledge. And knowledge gives you direction. When it says no man can obey two masters, it means if you were going along with any other system in the world, to come face to face with the truth allows you with boldness and courageousness to step outside of that being of darkness into the light, to become a part of the light, that the light might be bright, that those in darkness might begin to see. And it is nothing but glory to you, because you indeed are free. Now, this is not the only freedom that you're seeking. You're seeking the freedom of your fellow men. Those who are living in poverty, those who are experiencing crime and violence in their lives, those who thinking that $15 an hour is great. I mean, those who are being denied their dreams, those are the ones that God is trying to reach to wake them up, to let them know that they're living in bondage, to let them know that the governmental systems that you live under, whether you got Republicans or Democrats, whether you got men or women, whether they're black or white, the outcome is still going to be the same. That is what capitalism is all about. And it doesn't mean that it's any worse than socialism and dictatorships and all other things that other folks go through. It just means that it's not as wonderful as God. And the thing that makes God's thing so wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, is that you don't have to come over here on God's side feeling like you are not deserving. When you come over here on God's side, you're going to participate in the process. You're going to know who you are and what you are and why you are. And in that information, you're going to get a chance to exercise it for the greatest joy you ever had in your life is being just who you are. And being who you are plays a major role in the outcome of all that everybody else is doing in establishing the goods and services that we the people have determined are so essential and vital in our lives, so that those in darkness can see that God is good. God isn't leaving anybody out on health care. God isn't leaving anybody out on education. God isn't leaving anybody out on food, clothing, shelter, and not even that. God isn't leaving anyone out on a career of their own choosing. God is like that. Now, what president is like that? What country is like that? I rest my case. Bye-bye.